What is going on YouTube? Smashing Pumpkin here, coming at you guys with another narrated duel. Today I decided not to play anything 2-tier or something that I've really played before. So I decided to pick up X-Sabers and see how decent the deck is. And, I don't know, it's not that good. I mean, it has some cool plays it can do, but otherwise it just kind of gets wrecked by like all the trap heaviness of this format. And, I don't know. I'm trying out more trap stones and stuff and seeing how that goes, but for now it's just kind of a back burner deck. But fortunately I'm playing against another deck that isn't really very high tier. So it's just kind of the duel of the two mediocre decks here. So my first turn I set 4 back row, he summons the Murmillo, which is like the Stratos for trap hole cards. And then I decide to summon Bogart to try and bait that out. And it works. And then that ends my turn. He summons Breaker, I decide to book it just so that I can get down my 10 key that I can activate. If he had MSD I would have been kind of done. Maybe a little bit, not really, but I go Bogart and then he activates Bottomless, I trap stun, and now I'm not afraid of any of his back row and I attack, and I decide to attack the Murmillo just to deal damage. I mean, there wasn't really any ulterior motives there, but he has another one in his hand, so he's going to search another trap hole, which is fine. Like, the way to beat Traptrix is just establish something on the field, and then they can't really get rid of it. So that was kind of my strategy from the get-go. And I decided to like kind of hold back just in case there was a Mirror Force, and I didn't want to walk right into a Solemn Warning or something. But now that I see that he does that to my full helm, I know that there isn't a warning face down. So I'm good to go to get into High Yunlei. And I blow up the 2 back row, but one ends up being Reckless Greed. But apparently he doesn't draw anything and I win, so that's pretty chill. As far as siding goes, I just decided to put in MSDs and take out effect failures because they aren't going to be that good in this matchup. And I just decided to throw in a Mirror Force because he seems like he's the overextending sort of type. That's just me. So game 2 begins, and he summons Murmillo again and gets a Bottomless to his hand and sets a couple of back row and then ends. And I don't really have a good hand to fight the back row, so I just decided to play defensively and see what happens. He summons Breaker and then hits my MST, and I hit his Warning, which is pretty huge because it was Warning. It's like the best trap in his deck. So he overlays and goes into Honors, and I just kind of go Dark Soul and get the search. Go straight into Full Troll, and then summon my Bogart Knight on my next turn. He Bottomlesses and I can pulse it back to my hand to preserve plays after specialing summoning Full Helm. And then I use Redox's effect to special summon the Dark Soul in the grave, and then I decide to special summon the Full Troll here. But he ends up using Bottomless on the Full Troll, which I'm fine with. And then I end up going into Barkion because I was afraid of him having Fiendish Chain and then Bottomlessing, and then I just have nothing to do for a while. But in this scenario, he just doesn't have anything unless he has Lance, and I was perfectly fine with taking that wager. So he draws, and he just sets something and ends, and I decide to just clear out everything and just go for as much as I can, and he ends up scooping. So that's the game. Thank you guys for watching. This is Smashing Pumpkin signing out.